So today's vlog is going to be mostly like a live vlog because I honestly didn't have time to work on anything for it this week. We've been very busy celebrating Father's Day with my lovely husband and also his birthday. And we went to a couple of fun places over the weekend with the career girl and her boyfriend, and we had a ball. So Saturday, Sunday, we're pretty busy. And I was also wrapping up a book. So this is kind of more like a recap, kind of going to let you know where I am today, where I'll be going in the future with this vlog. I had some other ideas that I wanted to try out, but sometimes when you take your time in doing something, it means that maybe there's a different solution there for you. And that's certainly true in my real world, and it's true also in my writing. I'll talk a lot about that in future vlogs. So first of all, to catch up on my personal transformation, I have now got a new personal trainer for just 4 more sessions because my personal trainer that I've been working with since last August decided to go to a gym that was closer to where he lives, which I'm thrilled for him because less money out on gas, right? It's the same company, same gym, same everything. Whoever gets him over there will be thrilled. He's a wonderful trainer. So my husband's trainer was free and I had 4 sessions left. So I went ahead and I worked out with him yesterday for the first time, and he was fabulous. So we set some new goals just to get me through the next month or so. And we had a wonderful workout. He's really fun. He's former Navy, very fast on his feet, very fast thinker, and just a really funny guy. Really like him. So that was a fun workout. So in all of that, I'm still down 22 pounds. My muscle weight is going up. My visceral weight is going down, the fat weight. I have a 26 BMI right now, according to the new body composition scale that we purchased for when we're 100% free of not paying for personal trainers. We have to fly on our own at a certain point. Some people can't do that. Some people need to keep personal trainers because they need the accountability, but we're really invested in this, and I've always been pretty self-disciplined. So I'm gonna fly solo, incorporate the things that I'm learning from the new trainer and from my old trainer, and the things I'm gonna learn in the future, maybe online via YouTube or something like that. I've already got some other workouts from former trainers saved, so I think I can do a pretty good workout. And I'm continuing to do the set bound. I'm gonna talk to my doctor about the dosage I think in August is when I see her. And we're gonna take a look at my thyroid because it's kind of getting a little nee. That's okay though, that's okay. So all that is going well and I feel pretty good about it. I work out about 5 days a week. I give myself at least 1 to 2 days where I don't work out hard, where it's doing my personal stretches from physical therapy. There's a lot of pollen in the air right now. Anyhow, so we're doing pretty good. The physicist has lost over 35 pounds. I am thrilled for him. He looks great. He feels great. We're both doing well. We both don't like the little bit, like my hair is getting a little bit grayer. And part of that is I'm 63, not 43. The other part of that is as I've shed hair, the new hair that's coming in, I don't know if you can see it at the top right here. It's all silvery colored. I don't mind. I like it. I think it's pretty color. So I'm going to see where it goes. I'm going to talk to my hairdresser about it in July. So that's personal transformation time. Then for my life makeover, we did another chapter. Chapter 28 was about how is your backbone and what is your integrity level? Because if you don't have a strong spiritual backbone, then you know you're not living your best life. You're not living to your truest self. We've been working on this. I think my friend and I are both pretty well-formed in that manner. What's our internal rules for ourselves? Well, I have a few, and I noted them. There are some things that, okay, they slide every once in a while, but my basic ones are, number 1, do no harm. Not intentionally. I know that I've hurt people with my reactions. I know I can be loud. I know I can be a cursor. I know that I can say and react in terrible ways. And so that's not very smart or good. And why does that happen? Usually when I'm tired, overwhelmed, or quite frankly, somebody pushes my bitch button. And you can only push it so many times before I'm ready to just go whack, explode. And that's what I do. I'm an exploder. I yell and then I get it out of my system. It's a known fact. It doesn't happen often, But when I'm stressed, when I don't get enough sleep, and again, when people push my bitch button, it kind of happens. But in general, my philosophy is do no harm. That means let people live the lives that they want to live. Let them love who they want to love. Let people be who they are, and don't go into the day thinking I'm just gonna, make people's lives miserable. That's not a way to live. So I try very hard to live by that philosophy, which leads me into this whole you should be honest. And I'm like, yeah, but if the honesty hurts someone and it's not really gonna make a difference, then why? I kind of feel like honesty is, it's like, if you haven't got anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. And if somebody is A, pushing your bitch button all the time, or B, not acting like a person that you should be around, somebody who's toxic, then you can just gently remove yourself from the situation. And that's kind of how I handle those situations, is I just walk away from them. There's no point. There are just some people that are never going to like you. There are some people who are never going to be kind, really. There are some people who are always going to be manipulative due to their own personal life demons. But it's not my job to fix them. It's not my job to explain those demons to those people. And it's not my job to allow myself to be treated badly by those people. And it is also not my job to explain to them why I've removed myself from the situation. I had to learn that lesson a long time ago, and it was through borderline personality disorder book that I read regarding my mother, actually, because she has it. She now has dementia, but she came by it all very naturally. She was in a concentration camp for 4 years. So I totally get it. And I love her, and I know she did the best she could. But there was a while there where I had to be careful to protect me and my family, because her toxicity and her inability to process her own inadequacies and project them onto other people were impacting my ability to be a good wife and a good mother and a good friend, because it's like putting poison in your body. So one of the things that I learned in studying about it and talking about it with other people who had similar situations is there's this thing called fog. No fear, no obligation, no guilt. And I have lived by that for a very long time, because if I'm in a fog, that's not good. I shouldn't feel fear, obligation, and guilt to be with people. I should want to spend time with people. I should want to enjoy spending time with those people. So fog has worked for me for many, many years, and I still use it. I also have a mini rule for myself. It's called 3-strike rule. I give people a lot of chances, but I only give them 3. The only people who have had more than 3 are 1, my mother. And let's face it, I've been married for almost 41 years. So, we've had a few tussles and tangles, but nothing that can't be fixed, because we love each other and we're willing to work towards fixing those problems. And we've been through ups and downs for almost 41 years. So, there's just a few people that get that little extra strike, not many. So I'm very forgiving. I'm very loyal. I'm loyal to a fault to my dearest friends. If someone says to me, do not say anything about this situation, I will not. There are things I will carry to my grave. So I'm very loyal. I think that's one of my strengths. And I guess that's maybe why I have so many really great, amazing friends that I've known for, in some cases, almost my whole life. So I feel very blessed and fortunate for that. So those are some of my internal backbone kind of things. And I like helping people. I like nurturing people. I like mentoring people. I like motivating people. I like encouraging people. It's in my wheelhouse. I love helping people, maybe too much in the sense of I'll do it for free if you want me to. Like I was an editor and I've helped people out, just read a few of their chapters or whatever and said, hey, if you want my work, then hire me, but this is a gift. I feel like that I'm very intentional in my relationships, that in nurturing them, and I'm very intentional in nurturing my family. I'm very intentional in nurturing my community, and I'm getting very intentional about more things in the future. So I guess that's another one of the kind of backbone qualities. So that's kind of the life makeover book in a nutshell for me. It's such a great book. I know it was out 40 years ago, but if you are interested in it, I highly recommend it. It's still available. It's still good. It's still relevant. And I think even now more than ever, we all need positivity. We all need to face things. We all need to take a good look at ourselves and see where we can change, where we can improve, where we can make a difference in other people's lives, where we can make a difference in our own lives. So far, the biggest thing for me in this has been the personal intention, which is I enjoy being courageous, fearless, and bold. And this week I will do X. And then I write down 3 things. And most weeks I do all 3 things, which leads me to another reason why I have been sort of busy, because I had, see this lovely cover? I had a book bump deal. That's a big deal in author romance world, in romance writing world, in any writing world if you're published in fiction. And I applied for a book bump for Protecting Charlotte. It's the first book in my now 6-book, almost 7-book series. And I got one. And I'm like, it's really hard to get one. So I didn't have a whole lot of money to add to the initial investment, but I did have a freebie for one big day. I enlisted the help of 2 amazing authors, my dear friend, editor, and critique partner, Carmen Falcone, and Lynn Ray Harris, who is an amazing romantic suspense author. If you haven't read her books, you need to run, fly, buy her books. Same with Carmen. Both of them helped me. They posted about my sale in their street teams, which are much larger than mine, and they were very supportive. And I had a really good week. Like, it was like, wow, not only did a lot of these bad boys move, but so did all the rest of the books in the series. So that's a win. So that was a little bit of babysitting Protecting Charlotte while I was working on the 7th book in my series called Protecting Tamara. I just finished it. Yay, me. That's why I wasn't able to do the vlog, because once I get towards like where the end is starting to peek its head around the corner, I'm like, I have to get there. I just want to get it there. I just want to get done. I want to get it reformatted because I do everything in Scrivener. I just want to get it done. So I ticked off rough draft complete, and now it's going to go to the editor. Well, it's not really rough. I clean up my stuff before I send it to the editor. So it's going to go to the editor on probably Monday or Tuesday. I always let it kind of sit for a little bit. So I'm super excited. I'm really excited about the story. I'm really excited to have book 7 come out. I'm really excited about my little world, Fernwood, Georgia, kind of having its little found family. And I'm super excited about it. And I think the book is good. Some books are stronger than others. We'll see what my editor has to say, but it's kind of also a bridgey kind of a book, because I'm going to reintroduce some of the characters I have sort of already in this book. The lead character in this is stationed and runs the branch in Colorado Springs. So there's some intrigue about whether or not my hero is going to go to Colorado Springs or stay in Fernwood, because he's got a troubled past. So you'll have to read the book when it comes out. I'll let you know. Anyhow, the link to this one is still in the comments or the description. And I love the series. I'm really happy with it. I have a few things left to do with the 6th book. I've got to get it out onto my website, but the career girl is the person that takes care of that for me, and she is very busy with her job right now. So I don't want to bug her too much. I appreciate her more than you can know, because she's been like a free service, and anything free is good. So I want to show you this. This is a little bit about my process. So she made this field book for me. I've got 2 of them. I haven't even cracked open the second one. When I did my Crush series, Covert Rescuers Undercover Shield, that series actually spawned the Select Protector series. That's where the Select Protector series came from. So she made me this field book, and this is where I kind of keep all of my notes about the characters. So in here I've got Crush 5 notes. So I've got all the Crush 5 all the way up through. So she must have given me 3 of these books. And then I make notes about what their names are, when they were born, etc., etc. I even have like little post-it notes, something about my process, and that's something I want to discuss just in a little bit. So this is the timeline that I had for my current book. It's already changed. The outline started falling apart probably somewhere around the middle, maybe a little bit before the middle. And I was like, oh, it's going in a slightly different direction. And then I was like, I need to kind of figure out how to end this a little bit sooner, because it seems to be going on a nice little merry wandering path. And we cannot have that in a short, fast read. These are short, fast reads. They're only about 30,000 words, 90 to 110 pages. I want my readers to be able to have time to enjoy their family, doing all the things. And you can read my books in a line waiting for your kid to come out to get to your car while you're in the school school pickup line. You can read them in the doctor's office while you're waiting for a doctor's appointment. They're fast, short, fast reads, and I like that. I love the snappiness of them. So as this book was starting to kind of go, ooh, and I'm like, ooh, it's leaning towards too long for me. So I had to kind of stop and reevaluate, and that's just part of the process. That's just part of being an author, being a writer. You just sometimes have to take a step back, and that's part of the reason why, again, didn't have a vlog ready for this week, because I was just reshaping the story a little bit. And then I had loose ends to tie up, and I had all kinds of little things to do. So, but it's done, and I'm so happy, and I'm gonna go celebrate this afternoon and have a Prosecco with a friend, and I'm so excited. So that's done. So I also had to switch my villain's name, because the first name was a nice person, apparently. But the last name suits the person perfectly. And I can't wait for this villain to meet his tragic, painful, not ending. He's going to have to live with the consequences of his behavior. And I love that. So that's all going well. And now, I actually usually do have a bit of a plan. One of the things I was planning on doing was a podcast. And, oh, that reminds me. Backspace. I am loving the acting classes. I'm on month 2. I'm enjoying working with the people. I'm enjoying learning about the industry. But I have to take next month off. There's just no way. I don't have time. There's just too much going on. So I'm taking next month off, and then I'm going to go back in August. And then in September, we're gone for 2 weeks again. So lots of things happening. Good things, happy things. So I was going to do a podcast. I have a very specific idea for the podcast, and I wanted to link it to my vlog and make at least one of my vlogs slash podcast as well. But in being part of the acting group and talking about all the different elements that I would need to make this work, I realized I'd have to sit in my walk-in closet with a microphone and an arm like this, and like one of those microphone boom arms or whatever. I don't even know what to call it anymore. And a filter and And then I'd have to edit the audio. And I'm like, it's already hard enough to edit movie stuff, which I'm doing because I have to do it for the auditions. I have to do it for the vlog. Although not this one. Sorry about it. Not sorry. And I'm also doing it for TikToks. I'm doing CapCut. I got CapCut. I got a good deal on that. So I've been playing around with CapCut and IG, Instagram and cross-posting and all of the things. And that's been fun. And I can do them pretty fast. So I'm getting like this instant gratification with that. So when I started learning about all the extra things that I would have to do, I thought, that's not really what I want. So I decided that sometimes if you dilute your energy too much, nothing gets done. I need to focus in on the video element of this. I can do some of the audio stuff. I would like to learn how to do voiceovers and commercial voiceovers and things like that. So that's something I'm exploring for after I come back from my trip to Europe, to be honest, because there's just only so many hours in the day. That being said, the physicist and I talked about it, and he has been tickling the idea of doing his own YouTube channel on teaching physics principles in a fun way, I hope. And we got to talking about the equipment he would need. And one of the things I think that I would like for future Christine vlogger and for future Christine vlogger interviewer, because she's got a fun idea for one of her vlog posts for the month, is a really good mic. I think it's important, and he's going to need one too. But I said to him, let's just use the equipment that we have. And then of course the career girl is very well versed in all of this stuff based on just what she does for a living and just her own creativity and the things that she does. She has a book journaling thing on YouTube. Mallory's Muses is what it's called. And it's very good. She doesn't have much time to do it right now, but she does have some vlogs, some YouTube videos out there as well. So she suggested that he do, you can film yourself doing your scribbles on an iPad, and that could go and be incorporated into a video that he does for teaching physics and stuff. So we decided to work with the equipment that we have. I've got a ring light. I've got my selfie stick. We both have cell phones. So we really just need the microphone. So we're going to invest in the microphone. It's not cheap, but it's not like outrageously expensive. So that's coming up in future. So those are all the things that are happening. There's a book done. There's traveling coming up in the future. There's a new book to start. My word birds are going great. We're really supporting each other behind the scenes. I've been doing TikTok videos. I've been using CapCut. Am I doing them perfect and beautiful? No, but you know what? I'm learning and I'm having fun. And to me, that's the goal, is as I move into my 60s and beyond, I don't want to be sitting around doing this, twiddle, 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 twiddle. Because then I might have time to be a mean person or something because I'm not happy with myself. And I don't want to be that girl. I want to be a happy person. I want to do positive, happy things. I want to support my friends. I want to support my writer friends. I want to support my family. I want to support the people I love. And it's happening. And when I feel like the more you put out that's positive, the more positive comes back into you. And I have seen that happening in the last month or so. Like, I have seen that happening personally, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm really happy about it. So that's today's vlog. Sorry, no editing, but I felt like I have this little mini goal to do one every Wednesday and have it ready to rock and roll for y'all. But I know not many people watch it, but I don't care. I want to do it for myself. So I thought, well, I better do something today. It's not going to be edited. It's going to be pretty much this. But if you like my little ramblings and you're interested in seeing what I do in the future, know that there will be more organization in how I approach the vlogs, because I want to do one specific vlog just about writing, the books, my writerly world, maybe get some of my author friends and writer people together where we are doing interviews again. I did that during the pandemic of all times, and I'd like to reboot that. Also, I have something for 50 plus. Like, we are fabulous, and there's so much to learn about 50 plus, especially for women. I would include the guys too, but it's a different trajectory for them. So there's something going on with that in my head that I'm exploring. Of course, the lifestyle, what I'm doing to be a better, stronger, healthier person. I think that's very important to share, what obstacles I come across, and that'll sort of blend in with the life makeover. And that's it. That's the world that I'm living in right now. I hope your worlds are happy. I hope you're healthy. I hope that you are making good life choices. I hope that you're bringing more positivity into the world. And I hope that in some way I am enhancing that for you as well. So have a great day, everyone. And there's the physicist.